for yourself. You obviously have some real
How did you stand up? I mean, how did you get these guys away from you at 7 years old?
I told my mother.
You know, a 7-year-old from a healthy family will often know that something's wrong.
But she's not from a healthy family. Unless her grandpa and dad try to team her. Come on.
Well, but I mean, that's the point, that usually those aren't healthy families, but obviously it's healthier than usual in this circumstance.
All right, so now you're a little too healthy with your boyfriend. That's all.
But now you're very sensitive to these issues. Do you talk to your boyfriend about it?
Yeah, we've talked about the fact that he knows that I feel uncomfortable.
Does he know why?
I'm sorry?
Does he know why?
Does he know? I don't think he knows the real reason.
Why don't you get at that? And if he's really a good guy, and if he really cares about you, maybe he can. It still is going to be a very awkward, difficult thing to work through with a partner, but at least he'll know what's up with you. Will be more sensitive. Maybe we'll back off a little bit, not be so aggressive, and it won't be such a independent sexual act that you perceive coming on to you.
All right, tips for young couples. You will spend 3 lifetimes arguing. What the hell was that?
I don't know.
You will spend 3 lifetimes arguing over crap that has nothing to do with what you should be arguing over.
Oh, well, yeah. For not young couples, all couples.
All couples. I'm saying the young people can learn and only spend 2 lifetimes arguing over. Because here's what happens. This guy comes over. He's 22, 23 years old. He's got himself a hot little 22-year-old minx. He comes over there. He's feeling a little frisky. He only sees her a couple times a week. He starts a little smooching. The hand starts roving. Uh-oh, I'm uncomfortable. What's going on, baby? I don't like the way you objectify me.
Yeah.
I love you. You're my woman. I'm feeling horny. I'm 23. That's why I got a girlfriend, for Christ's sake. Yeah, don't talk to me that way. Well, what's going on? What are you thinking? I'm not your play toy.
Right.
Now you're arguing. Now you're having this big fat argument over this. Now, here's the bottom line. Your dad tried to feel you up. Your grandpa tried to feel you up. Then your stepdad tried to feel you up. You don't bring this into the conversation, and you're arguing
about nothing.
Yeah. And you can go around like a dog chasing his tail until you get dizzy, vomit, and pass out in a pool of your own vomit. You're never going to get to it. This guy's he's walking home shaking his head. What the hell's going on with her? What's that nutty bitch up to now? I can't believe it.
Well, it's
why is she going nuts? I'm trying to feel her up.
But it's making his problem. She makes it his problem. Why are guys this way? Because he represents.
Guys are this way because your dad was that way.
Right,
but your dad doesn't represent all guys.
Right.
Yes. Corey, 15.
Hey, guys.
Young ladies, your new representative is a male role model, Dr. Drew. Not your dad. Okay, Corey.
Hi, I just want to tell Dr. Drew, you are, brilliant.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Okay, see, like a couple months ago, I don't know how long it was, but I called in. I had, a self-mutilation problem.
Uh-huh.
And, thanks to you, I got some help.
Good.
And I haven't cut myself in 3 months.
Hey, congratulations.
I have no idea where I'd be without you guys, and I just love you guys so much.
Well, thank you. That and the enormous amount of money we make makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah, me and my friends just, worship you. You guys are just so great.
Well, now I'm getting into the fray. Yeah. I like this.
Oh, yeah, and Adam?
Yes.
You're pretty hot yourself.
Really? All right.
Yeah, you should marry me, but...
Okay.
in 3 years.
All right, yeah, I need... I don't have very stringent policies about marriage, but one of them is no cutting on yourself for at least 3 years before the marriage.
Well, I did it when I was 15, when I just turned 15, and I did it for 4 months.
All right, but the point is you listen to the show regularly.
Yes,
you heard the voice of reason, which is Dr. Drew.
Absolutely.
Plus the cutting wit and social commentary delved out by yours truly, and it stopped you from cutting yourself.
Yes.
All right, now I'm happy now.
Yeah,
that's
I know.
What we're here for.
I'm telling you, I need positive feedback because sometimes I get very discouraged. That one night we had that lady call who was fragmented.
She's been listening to the show for 14 years. Boy, you should have seen Drew perk up in his seat. It was like one of those scenes from a sitcom where they were going to give the, let's say they're giving the award out, Chef of the Year, and it's between you and 3 other guys, but somebody tipped you off that you'd be winning it in advance. So when they call the other guy's name, you stand up and take a bow. Drew was right at the edge of his seat. The girl called in, said, Drew, I've been listening to you for 14 years, ever since she was 13.
Yeah.
Drew has been on the air here in Los Angeles for that many years, working free for the first 8 years like an idiot, I might add. Now he gets paid way more than he should, so it's balancing out, Drew. The point is Drew is really excited to hear about, here's somebody, this is like some sort of long-term experiment. Right. Here is a soul that has been touched by the graceful hand of Drew for basically all her teenage years and her young adult years. She was like a methadone freak who was cutting on herself, and she was absolutely insane. Drew crumbled like a gingerbread house rolled over by a monster truck.
Thank God Corey called now. I feel much better. Thank you, Corey.
Okay, now sell the hell out of the next call.
I don't know how to describe this call, but basically Tara was touched magically in a special place by her boyfriend, and all her medical problems disappeared.
We will find out where that place is after this. Are you sure that was a full what are our breaks? 10 minutes? 4. Get out of town.
Who is that band? What is that?
That's Grandpa LaFunk.
Who is that? I like it.
Who is that? That's
They can't tell.
Snoop Live.
No, K-Rock was playing it before.
That's funky.
It's
cool
Lion
thing.
Rock.
Lion Rock.
Lisa loves this.
Yeah, I like it too.
Is Lion Rock the name of the band, or is that the name of the song?
Name of the band.
They've fallen back into their coma, Adam. Don't try to penetrate that.
Oh, okay. All right, phone number 1-800-LOVE-191, fax number 310. What is Drew? What is the email address? And here's the deal with the email, as I've stated before. The lovely Lisa deals with the email and does a good job, as far as I know. I come on the email. I don't mean that. I don't mean to slight you, Lisa. I'm just saying I really have no idea. I look at the email a couple of times a week. I rarely have time to reply because of my education. But I certainly look at it as much of it as I can, and I will read it, and I am touched, grateful, and thankful. At about 95% of it. People are very complimentary, and we love your words of encouragement. And if I find something I like, I'll pull it off the air and pull it off the email and read it on the air. Now, here's the deal. So I don't get a chance to reply to any of them at all, but I do see most of them. So I thank you. Drew, want to give the address?
LUV191@AOL.com.
All right, and here we go. Tara?
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, it's Juani.
Yeah. My question is, a couple months ago, my fiance started sticking his finger up my back end while we're having sex, and I have irritable bowel syndrome. Actually, stress with underlying irritable bowel syndrome for about 7 years, and it seems around the same time that my stomach aches. I get them almost every single day. They stopped almost entirely. And I was wondering if it has anything to do with anything else.
He's got the Midas touch, this boy.
Apparently.
What did he do?
Everything he touches turns to crap.
What did he do exactly?
Brown finger. What is irritable bowel syndrome?
Irritable bowel, some people get headaches, some people get backache, some people get abdominal pain. Basically what it is a spasm of the muscles in the wall and the colon. It causes it to spasm and causes pain. It causes intermittent diarrhea and constipation.
Oh.
It's associated with stress, primarily. And some people get that and some people don't. It can be very uncomfortable.
But ever since his shiatsu massage on the sphincter, it has gone south. Am I right?
Yes.
I just wonder if maybe that the relationship has progressed more and she's feeling less anxious. Maybe she feels more gratified.
You know, you're in a pretty comfortable state in the relationship when the guy is massaging the sphincter on a regular basis.
Well, the only reason why he does that is because I won't let him, stick the other thing in there. That's the only reason why he does that.
Right. Yeah, he'll take what he can get.
Yeah.
I'm not following.
Well, she's Ann, did you hear that? I never know.
What's his fixation with your butt?
I don't know. He just likes to do that. I don't like him to do it, but I...
Then tell him not to.
Well, he likes to get his own way, which I don't mind, but he just does that.
Stick something up his butt, then.
All right, settle down, Ann. What are you heading up some sort of organization for women?
No, but she's saying she doesn't like it, but she lets him.
All right.
No, wait. Okay, see, I don't like him sticking his penis up there, but I don't mind his fingers. I mean, I'd rather take his fingers than his...
See, with me, you'd never know the difference. Guess which one has the nail. That's the game I always play with.
Yeah, I keep...
Hey, all right, so you understand now, Drew? It's a lesser of two evils.
Yeah, just that whole notion of...
Is the finger
allowing
actually,
that before...
Is the finger going inside of the cavity there?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah. Are you having anal sex, too?
We used to. I won't let him anymore.
Right.
And are you having normal intercourse also?
Yes. While we are having normal intercourse, he
does this.
Finger.
I see. Okay. All right. Well, what can I say?
Does it have anything to...
I can't imagine how, but I don't see how.
Oh, maybe it's a stress relief, and that relieves the nerves and the stomach acid and the irritable
that's the point. I mean, I don't know of any acupuncture sites back there, but I mean...
Sounds like an enema thing or something.
No, I think it's more that maybe this relationship is stable and you're feeling less anxious in your life in general, and maybe things have settled down.
But he shouldn't put his finger up her butt and then in her vagina, right?
That is true.
Thank you.
That is true. I always get so stymied by these calls. I don't know what the heck... it's hard for me to talk about this stuff.
Huh?
Yeah, he's got to be careful what he does with the finger.
Well, he only does it for a couple minutes, then he's done. And
right. Well, here's what I'll do, because I know it gets uncomfortable sometimes to excuse yourself to the washroom and, get the Baraxo out and go to town, or the lava soap, or whatever you choose. What I'll do if I incorporate that into my lovemaking is I'll just take a hefty bag and slide it over the entire arm, and go ahead and tie it off with duct tape around the shoulder. That way I can continue with the lovemaking without any risk of contamination, be it any other orifice or perhaps the comforter or bedding. Do you see what I'm saying, Drew?
I see what you're saying.
And then later on, after the lovemaking, after the cuddling, I will slide into the shower, remove the trash bag from my right arm.
Take the arm into the bathroom.
Take the arm into the bathroom with the trash bag, and then shower off that way. Okay. It makes it more comfortable.
Yeah.
Adam? You cuddle?
Oh, yes.
You don't look like the cuddling type.
I cuddle as long as there's no blockage of the set. I'll do as much cuddling as I need to, as long as I have one arm free for the remote and there's nothing blocking the television. That is my way of unwinding after lovemaking. But you got to realize, when lovemaking is only 5-10 minutes, you don't need a whole lot of unwinding. I mean, unwinding is only, you take a percentage of the lovemaking. If you make love for 2 hours, you unwind for 20 minutes. So if you make love for 10 minutes, you unwind for 15 seconds. Right. You're fine. All right, Drew. Shannon, 22.
Hi. I love you guys. You guys are great. Listen to you all the time.
Shannon.
Yeah?
Not only am I known for my cuddling, but I will toss in the occasional snuggle.
Oh.
Yes.
Sounds good.
Yes.
My question is, my right breast is twice the size of my left breast.
That would be the snuggling one.
That would be the good one, yes. And it's been this way as long as I can remember. Actually, the entire left side of my body is a little bit smaller than the right side. Just the breast is a lot smaller than the right.
Huh. Now, what cup are you sporting on the left?
On the left, I'm an A. On the right, I'm a B.
Oh. Well, just one cup there.
A very common condition to have different size, different shape, different directionality. All that is something that plastic surgeons deal with all the time. Understand that it's not rare. It's very common. And if you want to do something about it, I'm sure there are plenty of plastic surgeons out there that can help you. But for the most part, it's just you. And just I'm sure your boyfriend will be very happy with whatever it is you've got there.
Through my extensive study of pornography, I can tell you that this is rampant in our society.
Oh, even in pornography, they allow the asymmetry to come through.
Yeah, although so many women have had breast augmentation these days that it's getting hard to pick out the ones that are lopsided. Right. But, certainly in my many years of viewing the softcore pornography, such as Playboy and the video specials and the Wet and Wild and Thunder in Paradise and all these things where there's chicks in bikinis and whatnot, I always can tell there's usually one breast a little larger than the other. Although I look at it as one being bigger than the other, not the other being smaller than the other.
You're quite an optimist.
My cup is half full.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, I know.
My
It's
cup
common.
is half full. Yes.
Oh, I know it's common for one to be slightly larger than the other.
Oh no, it can be quite substantial.
Yeah, I was wondering because I was hit by a car when I was younger, and I think that might have something to do with the left side
possibly
being
possibly
smaller, so that could be the reason.
Sure, it could be part of it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Why?
So it's probably never going to change.
Well, whenever there's nerve injury, you can have decreased development of the soft tissue.
Are you okay now?
Oh, I'm fine. Yeah.
What'd the car do to you?
I was in a coma for about a week and fractured my skull, broke my leg. I was in a body cast for a long time.
Oh boy.
But I'm fine now.
Wow.
When they put you in a body cast, how do you relieve yourself?
There's a hole.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. We're breaking up, but what do they do? How do they do that? They just put a hole? How do they do that, Drew?
Yeah, holes. Saw a hole in there.
And when they put you in a body cast, can you bend at the waist?
Body casts are almost unheard of now.
This is back when?
Yeah, 20 years ago, probably 15 years ago. I mean, I'd have to know more what she's talking about exactly, but there certainly can be casts that go around the pelvis, though, and then there's a hole.
Sasha.
Hi.
Hi, you're 13.
Yeah, hi. First, I want to say you guys are really great because you provide teenagers with the information they need to grow up in this sort of a corrupt world.
Wow. But listen, Sasha.
Yeah?
Don't look at it as a corrupt world.
Well, okay, this not-so-perfect world.
Right.
What happened to Sasha? What happened?
Well, my mother's been seeing this guy, and he's really weird. She's been seeing him for about 7 years, and at first when she started going out with him, I thought he was really nice. Even though I miss my father because my parents are obviously divorced, but anyway, he would never let me talk to my father, or else he'd ground me for weeks, even if I talked to him for just 5 minutes on the phone. And then a few months ago, back in January, I was having a band practice, and my hands are really full, so I couldn't take anything downstairs. And my mother wanted me to take the pizza downstairs, and I tried to explain to her that my hands were full, and so I couldn't take it. And so he followed me downstairs, and the door was half open to this room, and he reached around the half open door and put his lower arm around my neck and started choking me.
You're right. This is a horrible world we're living in.
Okay.
All right. I'm sorry.
And so then I called the police.
Good.
And they came to the house, and they took me to Suburban, where they locked me in a padded room, and they didn't see any bruises around my neck, so somehow he convinced them that I was delusional or something. So they sent me up to in a mental institution in Baltimore. And then when I got out, he was acting like he'd done me a favor. And he treats me and my mom, really terribly. And my mom's always like, oh, yeah, I know, he's such a jerk. But, I mean, she, worships the ground he walks on. And I just can't, I mean...
Oh, hey, Drew. Hold on a second there, Sasha. Just get in touch with this feeling for one moment.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking to Drew. But you can get in touch with it, too, Sasha.
Okay.
You and your lovely wife, Susan, break up 2 years from now.
I know what you're going to say.
And she she hooks up with Dr. Marcel. He's going to be filling in for you next week. The clown prince of medical practices. Dr. Marcel. No, all right, forget about that. But a guy like Dr. Marcel without the degree.
Right.
Some guy. And he's drinking. And he's grabbing the kids. And he's slapping on the wife. I mean, and you're living in an apartment 5 miles away. Well, maybe the restraining order or something. You get to see the kids once a month in a neutral spot to be agreed upon. Would you go insane?
Yeah.
Would you go insane with this guy living at your house?
I'd kidnap the kids and take them to Iran.
You would, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd be like Sally Field in that movie. You'd go to Iran with the kids.
Yes, yeah.
And consider them lucky.
Yep.
Oh. All right, Sasha. I can't get over women having children, breaking, ending the relationship, whether it's their decision or not, and then bringing the a-hole / predator / abuser into the house to hang out with the kiddies.
Right.
All right. So you're very sane, Sasha.
As far as I can tell, insanity is relative, as they say.
I know, but you're smart, maybe a little too smart. I think what you need to do, quite honestly, is stay out of this guy's way as much as possible. Suck it up and get off the college as fast as you can. I mean, I don't know any better way.
Well, and if she has a treating team, I mean, it's hard to know what reality is when people report a stories, and maybe something is up with Sasha. And if there are people that are there to take care of you and they're helping you, rely on them. Use that. I mean, your parents
keep in
provide
touch with them.
Yeah, and take advantage of that.
All right.
Hi, this is Nev Campbell, and you're listening to Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Yahoo! It is Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Loveline. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Tomorrow night's guest, Suzanne Vega. Suzanne has been around for a while. Had that big Luca song and a handful of others. And I like her music. She's very accomplished. Heard her acoustically a couple of times. Sounds amazing. Maybe we can get her to sing a little a cappella.
Great.
So my partner, Dr. Drew, over here announces at the top of the show that he's been asked to do Politically Incorrect.
Yes.
The TV show.
And I said, oh, good, Adam and I'll be great. No, they're like, no, just you.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think that is, Drew? What's up with that?
I don't know.
Seriously.
I was all ready to go with you, and I put in a good word for you.
Oh, you did? Well, I appreciate you trying.
I could have got another job for you.
Man, I've seen this show. They have a... We know what it's like to do a TV show and try to get one celebrity on the show.
Right.
We got the guy who plays Urkel's neighbor on Family Values, Family Time, Urkel. I thought Urkel was the neighbor. Yeah, but he has a neighbor, too. Has he ever been on the show?
Once.
No, he talks about it. This is the guy they're talking about. We got him booked for the 5 o'clock show? Yes. And now, then we got the van driver from Road Rules. And later on, we're hoping, only reason we got the guy who drives the van for Road Rules is because he's in with the guy who cleans the septic tank on the Winnebago on Road Rules, and we're going to see if we can get him. It's very difficult to get guests.
Mm.
I mean, unless you're, Leno or Letterman, it's hard night after night to get the marquee guests. Mm-hmm. Now, Politically Incorrect's a good show. I enjoy that show. But they have 4 or 5 chairs to fill every night. Yeah. And they don't quite have the pull that Letterman or Leno has.
Right.
So consequently, you got some guy who's been, he edits the magazine Grit. It's a kid's magazine. If you sell enough of them, you can win a Cox airplane.
Highlights magazine.
Highlights, right. And they get guys like Dr. Drew. I mean, no one else is lining up at Dr. Drew's door asking.
I'm not one to compliment you, but I think you'd blow him away.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I think, yeah.
Play that
He's
tape
a
back.
pompous jerk, and I think...
Bill Maher.
Yeah, Bill Maher. I think you would blow him away.
So Ann brings up an interesting point.
Maybe that's why.
Maybe the reason Politically Correct and every other TV show out there, and the deal is we're living in a day and age of cable, where there's not only the Tonight Show and the Letterman Show, but there are many other shows on Comedy Central, many other, Channel 13, whatever it is. And they get these guys that are kind of marginal. I mean, I watch these shows when I get home late night, and I think to myself, this guy's not really, any bigger celebrity than me, or maybe he's a little bit bigger, but I bet I'd be a better guest. Why isn't anyone asking me to do these things?
You're fat. They're threatened.
That's right. They think I'm going to take their job.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Maybe.
No.
I can imagine. Well,
that's
we'll
not it.
I'll find out again there.
All right, we'll go feel it out, Drew.
A couple more weeks.
All right, but remember, when you go on the show, you are representing Loveline.
I understand that.
And please try not to scratch yourself in an inappropriate way or anything like that.
Would you be there and help me, hold my hand, coach me?
Thank you, producer Ann.
What'd she say?
She told me to acknowledge our compliment. I thank you. It was a very caring angle you took. A lot of BS, but I appreciate it. Karina.
Hi.
You're 24.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm a sexually active 24-year-old young woman, and, well, when I do have intercourse, I
do feel a little bit of a rip towards the back. And I guess, well, I've been on antibiotics because I got my wisdom teeth out. So I was wondering if that, well, and I've noticed that I have kind of cuts in the folds of my, not the vagina, but the outer part of my vagina.
In the outer or the inner part?
The outer.
The outer part.
And,
wait. What did you say? Cuts in the back?
Well,
she splits in the back a little
bit.
bit.
Yeah, I split.
What's that mean?
It's just like a tear.
What do you mean in the back?
If it's like this, down where my hand's at the bottom here.
Yeah.
And that's a steeple, and then out came the people. Where and boy, this guy's got to be. Draw it out, Drew. Would you? Is that the vulva you're drawing out there? Oh, jeez, it's like one of those things from a blow-up doll. Oh, you get down there like when they give you the episiotomy.
Right. It just get a little irritated and cracked.
Wow, that guy's really packing.
But she's also getting stuff up in here.
It's kind of funny that she worked in the wisdom tooth thing too. At the same time.
She says she's wondering if it's a yeast infection.
Be having a yeast infection.
See,
do you get a yeast infection from getting your wisdom teeth pulled?
No, the antibiotics.
The antibiotics.
Adam, we got to follow here. Yes,
and
what the hell do I know?
When I heard that, like, condoms could cause yeast infections too. The spermicide.
Well, anything that gets in there that doesn't belong there can cause yeast infection. I mean, that's a relatively sort of homeostatic environment.
I'm really starting to believe that the vagina was made for very limited use. It's really getting way outused. I mean, here's basically when the maker was designing women, I think this is what he did. He said, okay, we're done. We're done with the broads. Let's start going to work on the penis now. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What? Where's the vagina? What's a vagina? Well, that's what I call it. It's the thing they use to procreate. They need an orifice. All right, where do we put it? No. No, get it off the forehead, Bill. Now down the sole of the foot. Now it's going to get all full of dirt and whatnot. Tuck it right in there, right between the legs there. That's a good spot. We'll put it there. That way it'll, it's high enough off the ground where, you're not going to have problems with insects and dirt and stuff like that. But it's low enough down from the eye level where you don't have, guys rubbing their snouts into it and stuff like that. Or, when they're hugging, they're not actually patting the vagina. All right, so we'll put it there. Okay, what do we make it out of? Thinking something durable like sandal leather. No, what are you kidding? Make it something out of something soft and nice, so it feels good. All right, but sorry, it's going to wear out fast. Hey, what are they going to use it? A couple times a year? How many kids can you have? All right, make it out of something nice and billowy, something, the flesh equivalent to chiffon. And if it gets used 3 or 4 times a year, that'll be fine. And God had no idea that it would suffer the trauma that it does in today's modern sexual society. I'm convinced.
It could be.
And it's just not made to be abused like it is. It's not a catcher's mitt. It's a Fabergé egg.
Eloquent.
What's it like working with me, Drew? Is that exciting for you?
I'm back in my seat with awe.
Thank you.
I'm paralyzed.
Am I right that I think the vagina is being used more than maybe it should be?
Well, in nature, people wouldn't have the opportunity to do this kind of thing.
The penis is made out of saddle leather.
And sex wasn't really just for pleasure, as we existed in nature. And there were sexually transmitted diseases that had fatal consequences, so people would kind of resist being sexually active.
Right.
Karina?
Yeah.
I'm very concerned that this is herpes.
Uh-oh.
The cuts on the vagina, anything burning and ulcerating the vagina, and people sometimes describe these as cuts, is herpes until proven otherwise. It may not be. It may be a yeast.
I had one partner.
Oh, I thought you said you're very sexually active.
No, just...
Well, with the one guy.
One person.
With one guy. And he for sure doesn't have anything?
Yeah.
He's never had any rashes or anything like that?
No.
You're sure?
Yeah.
You're 24, you've only had one partner.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
How long you been with him?
About 5 years.
Wow. That's good and bad.
All right. Well, then yeast infection is certainly a possibility. Allergic reaction to the condom is a possibility. Others, it's what we call macerated. It's just something's going on down there that's irritating the area and causing it to split and cut. And you gotta have a doctor look at it. There may be things you can do specifically to treat it. certainly your hypothesis about a yeast infection is viable.
All right.
Adam.
Yeah.
I think the vagina is far superior to the penis.
Not in durability.
You guys, something hit your crotch the wrong way and you're rolling on the ground in pain.
That's the testicles.
A woman, still, you're a little package down there.
Right.
Where a woman gives birth, so many things go on down there that a woman goes through, and we make it through.
My breasts hurt.
Hold on, Drew. Yeah, but it is really... it is.
You guys couldn't even fathom having a child.
It's way too precarious, though. The vagina. I mean, it's way too sensitive. It's
and your balls aren't?
My balls are not rugged, or not durable. I'll give you that. But my penis is it is like a I'm trying to think of the name. What were the name of the cowboy, the gauchos who roam the Spanish countryside?
God bless the penis.
That is like my penis. The gaucho can live off the land. Okay, Drew.
Let me make a couple
Why do you always
points.
look at me? I can't stand it. I got to get an audience in here.
Let me make a couple points. One is that we all start out as females. It's the Y chromosome that causes the vagina to turn into the penis and testicles. I mean, we all would be female. That is the primary state of the human being. It is activated and converted into something else by the Y chromosome, which the female doesn't have. Female has two X chromosomes. The other thing is, as far as the durability in reality, in the turn of the century, women had to look forward to and be concerned with the fact that they had about a 50% probability of ending their life in childbirth. You think about that? 50% of the women in this country at the turn of the century died in childbirth. And if you think about why people have such inflated expectations about medicine, you don't really realize how far we've come in the last 50, 60 years.
But is that because of their vagina?
I'm just saying it's not that durable. People died all the time in childbirth. 50% died in childbirth, and that 50% of American families also should have expected or experienced a loss of at least one child before the age of 6.
All right, Drew, stop working in irrelevant medical facts. Haven't we padded the profession enough? And I will agree with you that a vagina
I'm just saying it's not the delicate little flower that you're making it out to be. I think it's quite durable and rugged and holds its own.
Not yours, Ann. I mean, yours has suffered a lot of trauma at the hands of the faucet in the tub. But listen to me, Ann.
You always have to take it there. You need to get something new on me, baby.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
This is good enough, though. This is what they call an evergreen in radio.
I've been working it for like 3 years now.
And there's no doubt that your vagina could kick my testicles' ass, but my penis would put a licking on your vagina, hands down, and I'll take on Lisa and Sherry's vagina, too, with the same penis with no rest, with the testicles tied behind the penis's back.
Just tuck them in your butt.
God bless the penis.
They're already there. All right, we'll be back. All right, the name of the show, Loveline. The name of the host, Sam Carolla and Dr. Drew. The phone number, 1-800-LOVE-191. Suzanne Vega will be in here tomorrow night, and I'll look forward to meeting her. Drew, anything you'd like to say before we move on?
Nothing except move on.
I think it's been a pretty solid first hour so far. Oh, yes. I give it like a...
I haven't taken many calls.
Well, that's because I've been yammering.
Yes, I figured you'd like it.
That's always a good show.
Yeah.
Goliath.
Hello.
Hey, you're 16.
Yeah, I had a question regarding this girl I'm seeing right now. I'm into heavy metal, Forbidden and Testament, and like she's into alternative, and it's like it's reflecting our relationship. I'm sorry.
What are you listening to now, Goliath?
Testament.
Oh, you listen to Testament?
Yeah.
All right.
And
that's cool.
It's just I don't know what to do. It's
the cultures are clashing, huh?
I'm sorry.
It's a clash of the moron.
What, does she have to come over to your side?
Well, it's just not working out. I don't know if there's anything I could do to help things work out, or
give us an example of where you conflict or how you conflict.
Well,
all right.
Nope, I guess not.
Hold on a second. No, I hung up. Yeah. Goliath, hang on. Turn down the Old Testament there, and we'll take another call. And then when we come back to you, the goddamn music will be below a 5 in your room. I'm not going to compete with a guy with a bad haircut playing one of those triangular-shaped Triumph guitars in the background while I'm trying to talk to someone on a radio show.
Huh?
Hey, turn down the radio if you're going to talk to us on the radio. Or I should say the stereo. Please, Drew, you're not offended by that?
Stereo. Dating yourself.
It is? What do they call it now? A tuner? It's a stereo.
Yes, I am offended.
I mean, look, the music was distracting to me.
Turn down the hi-fi.
Poor guy's been on hold for 77 minutes. Steve.
Hi. What's up?
What's happening? You're 16.
Yep. I got a question about masturbation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 16, and I started masturbating when I was 14 or 15. And I don't know if I do it too much or if I do it, not enough or what.
Mm-hmm.
I do it maybe 2 or 3 times a week.
That's normal.
Normal?
Normal.
Normal to light, yeah.
Is there any time that I should stop?
No, when you feel like it.
Death in the family.
Okay.
It's good to take a week off when there's a death in the family, just out of respect.
You're not going to feel much like it then either.
Yeah, because I'm sexually active because I have a girlfriend and I'm sexually active with her.
So you're having sex with her?
When I'm not getting it with her, I won't see her because she'll go up north. She goes up north on vacation a lot over the summer, and I'll just sit at home or something, and do it. But
so she goes north and the penis goes south and everyone's happy.
Yeah.
All right. What is your question for us?
That was it. I just wanted.
You just needed some reassurance.
Yeah, you're doing fine.
Okay.
Steve.
No.
How many times a week do you have sex on average?
When she's down here, maybe once or twice a week.
Okay. You don't have to preface it for when she's in the country or the state. I'll go ahead and assume that if you're having the sex. So, how often?
Maybe once or twice a week.
Once or twice a week, and then you'll pleasure yourself once or twice a week during those weeks?
Yeah.
And then it'll go back up to maybe 3-4 times a week when she's up north again?
Yeah.
Okay. That sounds like a pretty good pace.
Okay.
That's a manageable pace.
So there's nothing wrong with that?
No.
Okay.
Why do you need to know, Steve?
I didn't know. I had no clue.
He can't talk to his friends about it. Who's he going to talk to?
Don't you talk to your friends about it?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
What's up with them?
I don't know.
You call yourself a teenage boy?
Not all friends go for distance urination, fling poo, and discuss their masturbatory habits.
Oh, hell. I used to come home from school. There'd be whole pornography spread out in my bathroom, my room, because one of my friends got in there and was tossing off. Oh, yeah. Are you kidding?
But, I called you guys because I don't live with my dad. I haven't seen my dad for 3 years now. And I can't really talk to him because we have problems with him.
Steve, you're fine. You're a little below. I'd like to see you maybe another once or twice a week. Okay?
Okay.
All right. But I think you're fine. I guess he was worried he wasn't doing it enough.
He just didn't know what is right, what is normal.
You didn't talk to your friends about that stuff, Drew?
No.
Really?
No.
Boy, did I have a weird relationship with my friends.
Yes.
Huh, we just, everything was everything.
Yes.
I mean, my friends would be like, you'd call them up. Hey, what's happening, Ray? Can't talk, masturbating. Call you back in 5. Oh, okay.
Your moms must have been proud.
Huh. We didn't tell our moms.
They must have overheard some of this. Or are they all high on pot?
I don't know. They're all high. I don't know. That's the way we grew up. What do we got there? What are we ashamed of, Drew? We got nothing to hide.
I'm not saying you should be ashamed.
Okay.
I'm not.
We're friends.
That's cool.
That's a true bond of friendship there. Goliath.
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
Sorry about that.
That's
By the way,
all right,
don't feel compelled to share that bond with me. Go ahead, Goliath. What's up?
My problem was, like I said, I'm into heavy metal and stuff, and this girl's into alternative, right? So,
what kind of alternative is she into?
I don't know. It's just like Green Day or something. I have no clue. And I met her at school, but it seems to be affecting our relationship. So, I don't know. Is there anything I could do? I mean, she might think I'm a devil worshiper or something, but it's just the music.
Do you look heavy metal?
I wouldn't think I do, but if she does, it's probably because.
But are you cultivating the look? I mean, you have the long hair and everything?
I'm trying to, but other than that, no. Not
How long
really.
have you been seeing her again?
Just a few months.
And is it possible that maybe the relationship just isn't working out and she's using that as an excuse?
It could be, but there's another thing. We play our band Death Wish, and she just, I don't know, she's not really into that, but I'd like her to get involved, but I don't know. Is there anything I could do to help us work out?
Well, an interesting thing about relationships is that a very important source of satisfaction is being able to share things mutually.
Right. Then later on in relationships, you want them to butt out all your business, but when you're young, you want them to be involved with everything you're doing.
At least have an appreciation for things that you appreciate is important. And if if she just doesn't get it, this can be a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Really can.
Hey, Goliath.
Yeah.
You're in a band called Death Wish.
Yeah.
What are some of the songs you guys have?
Well, we have one, Blood of Soldiers.
Blood of Soldiers?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm writing these down. What else?
We have another one called Cryptic Slaughter.
Hey, that's cool.
And we're just getting started, but we just have a couple songs that we're just starting to write, but yeah, that's about it.
It's just Cryptic Slaughter and Blood of Soldiers?
Yeah.
All right. You toying with any other songs?
Yeah, we have a few others, but other than that,
They don't have titles?
No, yeah, that's what I mean. They just don't have titles.
Okay. You got a guitar handy, Goliath?
Yeah, it's upstairs.
Oh, yeah? We're going to put you on hold. Why don't you grab that?
All right.
Could I hear a lick or two?
Yeah, there's only one problem, though. I got to go hook up my stuff.
All right, well, hook it up.
All right.
All right, but hold on, Goliath.
Uh-huh.
What do? You play the guitar and what's the name of the band?
It's Death Wish.
Death Wish.
Yeah.
Right. Fronted by Charles Bronson?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really can't hear you.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Listen, Goliath.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk right into the mic. Here's what I need you to do. I need you to get that guitar.
Uh-huh.
I need you to plug it in. And when we come back, I want to hear either Blood of Soldiers.
All right.
Or Cryptic Catastrophe. Or what was the other one?
Cryptic Slaughter.
Cryptic Slaughter.
That one's more mellow, but...
All right. Well, give me the Blood of Soldiers then.
All right.
All right.
Right on.
All right. And I will bang my effing head.
Right on.
All right. So we're going to put you on hold.
Okay.
All right. Don't hang up on Goliath. Is that your ultimate nightmare as a parent?
I'm living it. And as a host.
Son started a band. It's called Death Wish. Some of the cuts include Cryptic Slaughter and Blood of Soldiers.
How cute.
Jillian.
Hi.
Hey, you're 30.
1.
All right.
31. Here's the question. Hello?
Yep.
Oh, I'm interested in this man who's also interested in me, and we're friends and we talk. But I'm a little leery of dating him because he has dated someone who was married, even though she was separated and considers herself single. And he does regret it because now she's making it out to be more than it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really want to add to his grief about it, but it just makes me uncomfortable. And I'm not really...
Sounds like you've worked it out, though, in your own mind.
I'm not really the kind of person to hold back the way I feel about something, sometimes to the point of being too blunt. But I just don't want to add to his aggravation about it. But it just makes me uncomfortable with somebody who would date somebody who is married, even though she is separated.
And so what's your question for us?
Well, do I talk to him about it? Do I just...
Well, you just said you're going to no matter what.
I thought you were Mrs. Blunt.
Well, I am, but he feels so bad about the situation anyway because she's being a pain right now.
Well, why does he feel so bad? There's someone, she's separated.
Yeah, why should he feel guilty?
My damn parents were separated for like 10 years before they got divorced. Mom was hooked up with Zorback and Happy and whoever else.
Happy?
Whoever else
Who was Happy?
Made sandals and drove a VW Squareback.
Happy?
No, my mom swung with Zorback,
one of the Seven
Happy,
Dwarfs.
Sunshine.
Some guy? Are you kidding? These are these guys' names? Were they guys?
Well, Happy was married to Sunshine.
Oh boy!
And they had a kid named Axis.
Oh.
Well, no, he just feels bad because I think he regrets it, and she's also trying to be a pain, and so I feel bad for him.
What is she doing?
She's just trying to make it out. She's telling people that the relationship was more than it really is, or than it was.
Maybe it was more than he's saying it was.
Well, I've known him for a long time.
All right, hold on. Jillian.
Yes.
You're 31.
Yes?
That's plenty old to figure out stuff like this in your life. You're dating some guy, you like some guy.
I'm not dating yet.
All right, hold on a second. What's up with you? Oh, how come you can't figure this one out? I mean, Drew and I don't know what the hell's going on over here. I don't know the guy. I don't know the woman that he was dating. I don't know if he's lying to you. I don't know if she's nuts or she's lying or she's sane and he's Satan. I mean, these are all things that you have to suss out. Well, why don't you trust your judgment?
For the most part, I do trust my judgment. And
well, this is a slam dunk then. This is an easy one.
I just don't want to add to his aggravation about it because he's aggravated right now because she's acting in a certain way.
Well, maybe, does he not like you?
No, he does.
He does.
Kind of like each other, but we kind of dance around this.
And you're dating? Are you dating?
No.
No, but he likes you.
We've known each other for a long time.
All right, but if he was into you, he'd be dating you, wouldn't he?
Well, it's really me who's being standoffish about it. We dance around this particular subject because the fact that he would date somebody who's married makes me uncomfortable.
And he knows that.
Mm-hmm.
And so he would be the one more prone to sort of color the relationship with the married woman as being insignificant.
Well,
then the woman would be likely to elevate it to some higher intensity than perhaps it was.
Well, maybe, but I caught her saying something to somebody once that he doesn't even know about. So
what did she say? What did she say? What did she say?
Who cares?
Well, I care. That's all.
All right, but Jillian,
you want to?
What?
We're gonna gamble. Hold on a second, okay? I need $1, Drew. I got to be honest with you. All right, I don't mean to be rude to Jillian. I really don't. And the show is driven by people calling the show and asking questions. So far be it for me to squelch them. But she's 31 years old. She's thinking about dating some guy who dated some chick who only was separated, and she's real upfront with everyone, but she's scared to broach this one with him, and I don't know what the hell she's asking us.
Yeah, well, do you get that feeling towards the end there? That hostility feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
she was done wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going with a little more modern-day thing. I'm going with divorced. Bad marriage. Done wrong. Married a guy, maybe an alcoholic or something, did her wrong, screwed her over, maybe ran off with one of her friends.
Right. Yes, for sure that happened.
Before their marriage ended.
For sure that happened.
All right, that's what I'm going
for
with.
sure. You win.
No, for sure.
All right, let me go before that then. Before that, Dad was physically abusive, and that marriage broke up, and Dad was messing around all over the place, but that mom hung in.
Ah. Jillian?
Oh, no, please. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
What happened?
What happened with what?
Which one of us is right?
I don't know her history.
No, you.
No, none of it.
You were never married?
No.
And your dad never had an affair or anything like that?
Nope.
Where's your dad now?
He's dead.
What happened?
He had an aneurysm.
How long ago?
When I was 27.
Still married to Mom when he passed?
Yes.
And he was a good man?
Mm-hmm.
Nobody ever struck you or anything when you were growing up?
No. Mm-mm.
Why are you so untrusting of men then?
It's not that I'm untrusting. I do trust this particular friend. I don't trust her, and I don't want to make a big deal about it because he regrets dealing with her at all.
Then don't make a big deal about it.
Have you ever been in a long relationship?
Yes.
How come you never been married?
Well, I don't know.
What happened in that relationship?
We just broke up.
Why?
I don't know. I guess neither one of us wanted to be together anymore.
Why?
I don't know why.
Okay.
It just fizzled out. Sometimes relationships do.
All right. Well, we wish you luck. There was something that we weren't getting from her.
Oh, something for sure. I agree.
I felt a little anger, a little hostility.
Defensive.
A little defense there, and there was something that she didn't want to talk about. And I'm not saying everyone we talk to is molested by virtue of the fact that we've labeled them victims.
No.
I'm just saying I was getting a vibe coming through with her. And here's the deal. When Drew and I get a certain amount of information, and after 3 or 4 minutes, when we're confused and things don't add up, then someone's screwy who's talking to us, because it couldn't be us, could it? All right, Goliath. Goliath. Hey.
Hey, what's up, man?
You got that amp plugged in?
We're all ready.
All right, you got the whole band there?
Just me and my drummer.
Oh, you got the drummer there.
Yeah.
What time is it where you are?
Phone, though.
What time is it where you are?
What time is it? It's 11:19.
All right, good. All right, listen.
I don't know how good I sound over the phone, but...
I know it's going to sound good, but let me bring you on.
Oh, I'm sorry?
Let me bring you out right, you know what I mean?
All right.
Because, you know, I do have experience bringing big marquee bands out on stage with, 40, 50,000 people at a time.
Right on, man.
All right, where are you guys from, Goliath?
Anaheim.
Anaheim. All right.
So, does it matter how long it is? Or?
No, but just let me bring you out, and then you start after I name your band, all right?
All right. I'm going to hand the phone over to someone else right now because I got to get ready.
All right.
Be ready to play. So.
Hold on. Death Wish is the name of the band, right?
Don't be mean, Adam.
I won't. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Goliath?
Yeah.
All right, hand the phone over.
Wait, hold on. What?
Hand the phone over to your friend.
All right.
All right. Hello?
They're just going to hold the phone out.
Are they going to hold it? They have a friend there. Hello?
Yeah?
Hey, who is this?
It's Russell.
Hey, Russ.
Hey.
Hey, Russ, you're not the drummer, are you?
Yeah, I'm the drummer.
Are you the drummer? Are there only two of you in the room?
Yeah.
All right, Russ.
Uh-huh.
Here's the deal. Where are we going to put the phone so we can pick this stuff up? You gonna set it down on a chair or something?
Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure.
All right. Listen, Russ.
Huh?
Here's what your job is. We're going to work out what we're going to do. We got to go to break right now.
Yeah?
All right. Your job in the 4 minutes that we're gone is not to spill the bong. You understand?
Huh?
Okay. We're going to put you on hold. We're going to go to break, and when we come back, it'll be the North American debut of Death Wish. All right, it is Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE 191. All right, now when we left off, we were speaking to Goliath. Goliath's problem is Goliath's into the heavy metal, and his girlfriend's into the alternative. Wonder which one's smarter.
Mm-hmm.
Goliath has himself a band. It's called Blood of Soldiers.
No.
Oh, that's the song. The band is called Death Wish. Oh, jeez, Drew, I got to write that. I'm such a horrible host. Death Wish is the name of the band, and Blood of Soldiers is one of the big songs, as well as Cryptic Slaughter or Chaos or what was it?
I don't know.
The point is he has his drummer there at the house, and they've set up the equipment, and we're going to hear a little bit of Blood of Soldiers. Now, we just have to work this out. Now, Goliath?
Yeah.
All right, so there's only two of you in the room.
Yeah.
Now, here's what I want you to do, Goliath. I want you to set the phone down somewhere, like on a chair, where it's sort of facing you and the drummer, and we can hear you, but that we won't be able to talk back and forth, but that you'll be able to hear me through the phone, even from 3 or 4 feet away. I will yell.
Okay.
So Goliath, try putting the phone down, like prop it up on the edge of the bed or put it up on the dresser or something, and then I will yell your name, and you just yell back if you can hear me, because I want you to start playing Blood of Soldiers when I announce the name of the band, because I'm going to do it like I'm bringing you out on stage, all right?
All right.
All right, put the phone down.
This is good radio.
All right, quiet. Goliath!
This is fast.
Shut up.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Goliath, can you hear me? Goliath?
I can hear you.
Okay. Now just sit tight. No, sit tight. I'm going to bring you guys on. All right, we're in front of a large partisan crowd. They've all come out to see the hottest heavy metal band since Megadeth, Death Wish.
Sgt. Pepper.
And I'll get up on stage. Hello, everyone. This is Adam Carolla from Loveline.
Loveline?
Loveline. I hear Anaheim knows how to party! I want to introduce you to my partner, Dr. Drew.
Thank you.
All right. Without any further ado, I want to bring out on stage a couple of guys we met over the radio some years back, and they turned into one of the hardest rockin' mother effing rock and roll bands this side of the equator. Ladies and gentlemen, Death Wish!
Okay. Enough?
All right. Pot him down there, Mike. Oh.
Ooh. Big transition here.
Blood of Soldiers. Blood of Soldiers is the name of the song, a song that Goliath and his buddy Russ composed one night over a couple of Snapples and some buds. Goliath? Oh, wait, it's still there.
No, this is going for
all right, we'll take another call and we'll get back to Goliath.
Right.
Hey, he said...
No, you hung up on you. You're going to hang up on him.
Oh, I am? Oh, sorry, yes. It sounds as good as most of the bands we have on. Michelle, 32.
Michelle?
The crowd wasn't into you. Did you notice that, Drew?
I noticed that, but our caller's not into that whole experience we just had here. So,
Hey, Michelle. What's up with that? All right, Jason, 20.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, here's my problem. When I was younger, my sister, who was younger than I am, and I sexually experimented.
What does that mean?
We never did have sex. But my question is, now that I'm 20 years old, when girls come on to me, I tend to shy away, or when they get closer, I'll back up a little bit. And what I want to know is if what my sister and I did when we were younger has an effect on that.
What did you do?
Basically just tried oral sex on each other.
How old were you?
It started when I was about 10, and she's 4 years younger than I am.
Where did you learn what that even is?
Basically, we didn't. We just started trying. I mean, I didn't get it from anybody that I knew or Playboys or anything like that.
Drew, do your kids have their own rooms?
Excuse me?
Not anymore.
What do you mean?
We're all going to stay in one big room. I just realized.
All right, everyone, we're pitching a tent in the living room. Let's go. Now until your 18th birthday. Everybody.
With barbed wire.
Where I can see it. Now, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take dental floss. We're going to tie it to my big toe. And then we're going to wrap it around everyone's toe. And if I feel anyone moving in the middle of the night, I'm going to wake up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, Drew.
Yeah.
I know you think this is, deviant, bizarre, dangerous behavior. And we've argued about this. Yeah. I tend to think that kids don't necessarily need to be exposed to hardcore sex or necessarily traumatized or abused.
To know what oral sex is? That's kind of
to
wild.
Experiment and be in...
To be touchy, no. I don't see that at all. I have no problem with that. But to engage in oral sex at the age of 10 and the age of 6, what do you think about that? Wouldn't even make sense to the 6-year-old.
Wait a minute. It is definitely hardcore. It definitely ain't right. And it's not something that you'd brush off and say, oh, it's a normal part of development.
Right.
But I could also see somebody experimenting this way who wasn't necessarily psychotic or abused.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but I wonder what was going on in that family.
Well, I've had a totally normal childhood.
You guys needed cable.
My parents both raised us. Both of us are doing well. It's not that we don't have any major problems or anything. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to go to college in September.
Now, on your sisters a little bit. It scores you a little higher up on the scale than it would be on the neighbor girl. But anyway, your question was, does
it affect his relationships now? And of course, I mean, it has to have some impact on it. But I don't know. I wonder what's going on here. Who initiated this oral sex thing?
When it first started, I did, and then as it progressed, she started initiating it every once in a while.
But how did you learn what it was? How did you know what you were doing?
Honestly, when I go back that far, I can't remember.
Something happened.
Kids
don't do this to each other without an adult doing something to somebody.
I think
it's
they
just
could.
the way it is. No,
it's not like he's massaging her rectum, going, you love it, baby, the whole time. I'm sure he wasn't smooth about anything.
No. So maybe something happened to the sister, and she got going with it. Something happened to somebody.
Well, look at it this way, Drew. What do kids do? Anything you give them, they put in their mouth. Am I right? I mean,
not a 10.
All right, but you spend your first few years on this planet walking around looking for junk to put in your mouth. There's a strong oral fixation for kids.
Yes.
Hear me out. You're well aware of your genitalia by 6 and 10 years old. There's, everything ends up going in your mouth. I'm not saying going down on your sister at age 10 is a healthy thing. I'm just saying I don't know that you need to have suffered at the hands of an abuser in order to do it. I think you could stumble onto this. It may not make you the world's healthiest person. Oh, please, listen. You're talking about. I was lighting farts, through.
You could
through
stumble onto
high.
that. Yes, you can stumble onto that.
Well, how do you stumble onto that?
This is child. Think about this. There's no puberty. There's no, there's nothing going on.
Yeah, but you don't need puberty to bring on sexual feelings, especially if it's in an experimental way.
Not
kids do that all the time.
Genital feelings, but to bring on sexual feelings. Yes, you do.
Drew's in a certain amount of denial because of his own children.
I'm being a little bit harsh about this because it just doesn't happen. I understand what you're saying, that it could be maybe there's one case on this continent where somebody stumbled into this, a 6 and a 10-year-old.
Well, listen, it's definitely naughty. There's listen. There's definitely something up. There's something up.
It's
I'm
incest
just saying,
and it's oral sex between two very young people. Nope. Something happened to somebody.
I would argue and say that there doesn't need to be sexual abuse.
Have we ever heard a call like this ever? Anything close to this?
Yeah,
where it wasn't there?
No.
Okay.
But still, see, that's my answer.
Yeah, right.
All right, Jason.
Yes.
I'm taking your word for the fact that you or she was not sexually abused.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have a couple of issues growing up? Yes. I'm not going to argue on your behalf for that one. Can it once in a while, some other issues manifest themselves this way? I'm sure it's possible.
Yeah, I believe that.
So we'll give you the benefit of the doubt and say something like that happened. Now you're 20 years old, you're heading off to college, you like to move on with your life.
Right.
All right. You have our blessing.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Goliath.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, that was hot, man.
Hey, thanks, man. We've only been practicing for like a month or so, like maybe even 2.
No.
So I'm sorry if it wasn't all that good.
You guys rock.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Did you guys get it all?
Yeah, we got a good 5-6 minutes in there.
Oh, really?
And I like the lick. I like the part where you bring it down a little bit.
Yeah.
And you just do that, do that little riff one more time for me, where you just, it's rocking real hard. Huh?
I'm not upstairs anymore. I'm downstairs,
okay.
But I got
all
an
right.
acoustic if you want.
That's cool. It's in my head, though. Where it's rocking real hard, and then it brings it down.
Yeah, that's kind of what I plan to do with that song. But
that's where the lighters come out at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
When you bring it down. The music comes down, the lighters, they go up. All right. All right, anyway, screw that girlfriend of yours if she can't be hip to, Goliath, let me tell you something. You got a gift. Her telling you to get out of the hard rock is like them telling Da Vinci not to paint, not to create, not to sculpt.
True.
You understand?
Yeah.
You know what Da Vinci is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, that's cool. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, I understand.
All right. I'm sure we'll have you guys on the show in a couple of months when things really hit.
All right, cool.
All right, Death Wish.
Right on.
Hey, call us back sometime and we'll hear Cryptic Slaughter.
All right.
Is it Cryptic Slaughter?
I'm sorry?
Is Cryptic Slaughter the other cut?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a more relaxing song.
Right.
Then it gets heavier.
Right. It kicks in.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, thanks.
All right, Goliath. It's Death Wish. Rocking pretty hard. You heard the crowd loved him. All right. Drew?
Yeah.
What are you into? I'm always confused. You into heavy metal or is it acid rock?
Oh, yeah, both.
Oh, both?
Right.
Okay.